Hey, this is Ian with TestDriver. I want to give you a quick overview of what test generation looks like with TestDriver so far. So this is a demo for PubNub, and you can see right now there are 10 open pull requests. Each of these was automatically generated by TestDriver. And if we click on one, we'll actually see the prompt that TestDriver generated as well as a replay. And if we click on the replay, we'll see the test. So we can see TestDriver loading up PubNub.com, and in this case, actually interacting with the search function. So skip ahead, you can see it clicks on search, and then it's going to test search results for real time, and then it actually validates that. It uses AI vision to validate that that works. And this was all automatically generated. There was no humans involved in this except essentially generating these PRs saying, hey, generate these. So you can see the AI here on the left, on the right, saying click on the search icon, enter a search query, and you can see the output that it generates, this YAML file. Now this YAML can be turned into a regression test. So we got this working once through exploring, and we can actually then again merge this. So we can go into here, take this output test, merge it, and run it as on every commit every day. Get an email if it fails, reject the PR if it fails, whatever you want to do. So backing up, I'll show you how this was generated. It was, we actually have a custom local script that we're going to turn into a web onboarding process. Right now it's done manually. It's just a script, and it says, run these couple of these workflows, and once they happen, run some other workflows. So I'll show you what those workflows look like. The first is generate explore. So this actually generates test plans, exploratory tests. So you can see generate web 10. That will generate 10 test plans, and we can look at those here within the TestDriver repo. So we can see generate, and these are the markdown test plans. So if you look at that search functionality, see, go to raw, it probably makes more sense. 1, click on the search icon. 2, enter search query. 3, assert the search results are displayed. So these are high-level instructions we use to generate that are exploratory tests, essentially, that allow the AI to go and figure out the app, right? Search, enter search query, and assert the search is displayed. The way these are generated is actually live. So we run a test where the AI loads up the page, and it can interact with that page in order to come up with these instructions. You can also supply these manually, of course, so you can write these yourself. And if you're wondering about the explore command, that's actually covered in the docs. So this is the CLI, and you can see explore, which is essentially allowing the AI to explore the app. Okay. So what happens is once we have these markdown files, we run another workflow. And that workflow, let's see, generate regressions, spawns 10 parallel ephemeral VMs where the AI is doing each of those exploratory tests. So like I said, there are 10 of those markdown files. It runs one for each one. Again, if we look at the search functionality markdown, we can see it goes, click on search icon, enter search query, and it spawns that VM. It records everything. I didn't even mention this. It records the Chrome logs too, so you can see the actual results, the network requests, all that stuff that you're going to need to debug this if it breaks. And it then opens a PR with that individual test. So that's what I'm showing you here are these 10 tests. Now, so then we would go into test search functionality. When we merge this, we will actually get a GitHub check. That's because we have a default, another workflow that's looking for tests within this directory and running those as regression tests. So we can merge this regression test, kind of lock in that exploratory test, merge it in, and it'll run as a part of every regression, every commit. Now, let's say something didn't work. Let's see, what's one that doesn't work? For example, like sign up, this one, I think this one actually works. Let's see. Yeah, that one didn't go that far, but typically, right, it can't guess a username and password. That's something you have to supply. So let's see. Oh, I know this one. Okay, so this is cookie consent banner. It had trouble clicking the cookie consent banner. This is a little bug. And let's say we wanted to merge this. Maybe part of it worked, right? Like maybe we want to just like assert that banner displays instead of trying to click it. what we can do is go into this PR and we can look at this YAML it generated. We can press the period button. That'll launch github.dev. I'll load that up. And what I can do is kind of delete the stuff that didn't work, right? So I can just delete everything that wasn't working. I can add a new command that, oh, actually, look, it's already there. The cookie banner is visible, right? So now we have a new test. And we'll say remove failed commands. This, let's see. Okay. All right, so now this will run that again, right? It'll rerun the test. And if it works, now we can merge that. So even if the test fails, you're still getting stubs of the tests that work, right? So again, like if it tries to log in and it doesn't have the username and password, next thing you do is just plug it in and you've got the username and password. So this is allowing you to essentially build a complete test coverage, right? Like a whole test plan, everything automatically. It's automatically running for you. It's automatically running on your behalf every time you make a commit, anytime you do anything. And you don't have to maintain it either because it's going to be able to update those tests as they run. So it's essentially another employee, right? Like a QA employee that's working for you in the background. Now, and again, these generative tests, you don't have to do 10. You could do 100, right? We can generate 100 permutations of these. And in the future, we'll also have packs. So let's imagine that we give you 10 markdown files that work for most websites. Like, for example, check this site for spelling, scroll down, check the site for spelling, check the copyright year, etc. Check that this site meets GDPR requirements, things like that. We'll be able to plug those in for you. So it's really exciting. This is a demo of TestDriver test generation. And like I said, this is live. This took probably, I would say 30 minutes of execution. It took 2 hours in between workflows for this to go from nothing to 10 test coverage. And of course, we can get 100 in another hour here. So if you're interested, go sign up for TestDriver AI. We can get you set up today if you join the beta and get early access. So yeah, check it out.